Guys, so I was just doing some prep for the next video and I decided it's just going to be easier to take this out to do what I was going to do, but there's a little push pin here and I was just about to take it off and I almost did, and I thought, you know what, I better show everyone because it's frustrating when someone says they're going to do it and then they don't show you how they actually do it. I don't know if you can see it in there. You basically go get your finger down in a weird way and just push against it and then pray. So I'm going to try and do that and see if it works. Hang on. There we go. Didn't scratch anything, and that's the little clip there. We didn't break anything, which is good. So I'll give this all a quick clean, and then I'll be able to take this off, and I'll do that tomorrow actually. Catch you later on. Thanks guys. Okay, just an update there. I've just used a bit of polish, just a bit of finishing polish in here. Again, the quality of the paint seems to be much less, I guess it's less dense, thicker, or it's being sprayed on very lightly in here. I don't know if that's just the normal for these cars, same with here. Eventually we'll get all that resprayed. But yeah, just gave it a quick polish all around, pulled out this little clip. I think I've got some video of how I did that, and yeah, just something that's very annoying here too is the cap sits onto this little bracket here, which is nice, but it actually rubs against this little sticker here, which is a bit of a bummer. So I'm just trying to polish out a bit of the petrol stains so I can see it just running down. You can also use an earbud to get up in here too, which is I'm about to do as well. But yeah, and next will be the cap. We'll take this off and take it into the kitchen and clean it properly. Alright, cheers. Okay, so I just did a bit of detailing. You can see this is not very well sprayed. It's barely sprayed, to be honest. It's yeah, it's almost back to primer underneath some of these areas down here. But yeah, just get your earbud and just go through and just clean it through. You can actually do a pretty good job and reach most spaces as you go through. It took me about 5 of these. Polished out as much as I can. Polished underneath this clip here as well. And polished around here where it touches. Might put a little bit of dishwashing liquid or something on here when I slide it back in, just so it goes in easy. But yeah, I used a toothbrush as well just to clean under here with the polish residue that's left over. I tried getting in here too, but again, same thing. There's not much paint reach up in here, unfortunately. It seems to be riveted on, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so far so good. Next we'll take this off, clean it up and put the cap on. Okay guys, so today we're putting on the fuel cap cover. So we're going to need a trim piece remover. I got this as a kit from the auto store. It's crazy you can actually do this now. The old days you just had to have a flathead screwdriver and hope for the best. And again with upholstery, it's an upholstery clip remover, but try to not remove your interior too much. The more you do it, the more you're going to have cracks, wiggles and noises and squeaks and stuff. So try to get everything done in one area that you need to, and try to limit the amount that you take it off. I've also got some isopropyl alcohol for prepping the area. So even all this all comes in little bottles now. Before you just have to get some terps or something from a paint store or something, but this is all in little kit form now. It's fantastic these days. I had a torch just to see in. My car's got dark paint, so I just wanted to make sure that I was getting in the areas that I needed to. So I've got some poor light sources. Some scissors if we can't get this open. And the fuel cap cover, I've put a rag in in the fuel stem there, so nothing falls in while we're doing this. Okay. Now this I originally thought was a billet cap, which is why I bought it. I really don't like sticking plastic covers over things, but I'm going to make an exception because I did get this in Japan. I used to ride my bike. I'll edit it in here every day past this Toyota store, which I'll edit in here. And eventually I rocked up and rode in there one day completely wet from it was monsoon season, I think. Completely heavy rain. I came in and the guys were very polite, very kind, offered me some tea, sat down, gave me some brochures, and I ordered this and the lens cap covers. I made a video years ago that you can still see here on this channel somewhere. And yeah, so I'm going to be using this until I can find a billet version or even get one custom made. So I won't have TRD in it, but just the 86 logo in there, which would nicely match the rest of this being a circle. But this is cool as a stopgap, and yeah, I just like the rivet look I always have, and the aluminium colour here, which seems to be this silver that nobody knows what colour it is. It looks like it matches the interior, which is kind of cool. And if you see here, it's got a badge, Racing Development, TRD, Toyota Racing Development. I can't remember exactly how much this was. It's been so many years. I think back in 2013 I ordered this. So yeah, it's been a good while. So we're going to open this up. But first of all, let's just prep this, get it all clean. So we're going to need a rag. Give this a good going over. You can see here it's already starting to fade and it's gotten a bit grimy. Okay. Yeah, but if anybody in Adelaide knows where I can get a billet cap made, let me know. I think that'd be a cool idea and a nice personal touch. Okay, so it seems to be nice and clean. You want to be careful with chemical cleaners too when you've got rubber seals and stuff, especially around the fuel cap and engine parts. Just be wary of that. It can degrade. Things like WD-40 evidently. So just watch what you're using to clean this. This is being covered, so it doesn't matter too much about this particular finish, but it's all nice and clean. Okay. So let's have a look here. This is the back. Looks pretty simple. We've got dress up. I can't read the kanji, sorry, but this is a TRD fuel cap. Oh, cover. Okay, that basically says the same. Fuel cap, gas, stopping red up. Okay, so it looks pretty easy. We'll just pull it off, stick it on. So let's open it up and see how we go. It's basically this one staple here. I might actually keep this just as a memento. Okay, that's pretty simple. Okay, this is the part number, by the way, here. This is from Okayama. This is the number here, if you can get a good look at that. Okay. Nice little sponge around here to protect it. So this cap is actually, yeah, alright, there's a bit of tape in here. You just peel that off and then just stick it on. Very simple. Another thing too, make sure that you orientate your gas cap. This one I've already checked, it does close with the warning upright here, so make sure your TRD cap actually fits the same way so it's not upside down. Okay, so we're just going to peel this off. Looks like it's going to stick on here. Okay, luckily it doesn't go over this and it still rotates, which is nice. They've thought of everything. So yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad. Again, I'd like a billet version. So get in contact and make one of these up, but this will do for now. So let's just take this off. Okay, just clean my fingers. This tape has been on here for a very long time, so hopefully it's still usable. Okay, I'm going to need some tweezers to get these off. I don't have any fingernails. Playing guitar. Let's just peel this off. That's one. That's two. And this is very old tape, so yes, we're going to have to push this down firmly and carefully. So here we go. Push down. Make sure it's seated nice. Don't go washing your car straight after you put this on, obviously. Just give it some time to dry and adhere correctly. I could have heated up the surface a little again as well, just to help, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Okay. And that's it, your TRD fuel cap cover. So we're going to go outside. It's start-up day for the car, so we'll go out, start it up, reverse it out, and I'll show you what it looks like in half daylight. It's a little bit cloudy today, so hopefully we'll get some clear footage. Alright guys, it actually doesn't look too bad, but again, I wish this was billet. That was my mistake, but yeah, this is a good stopgap until I can get one. This is very cool. Alright guys, just give us a tick and we'll head out to the car. Alright guys, we're back. I've got the fuel cap here ready to stick in. I've got a little bit of dishwashing liquid. I'm just going to smooth over the edge of this little plug, just so it slides in. I can give it a wipe later, not too much at all. You've got to be careful what you put in there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do it. I'll just set up the camera and yeah, you can watch it. Alrighty. Guys, and there we have it. Yeah, just a bit of dishwashing liquid on the edge there, slip that right in if you saw. It's so easy. I should have done that in the first place coming out, but yeah. Polished all around here as I would have shown you yesterday. I've got to edit all that in, polished all this up, came out nice. Please ignore all the rest. This is going to be polished and waxed. I'll make a video of that eventually. But yeah, there you go. Until I get a metal one, basically exactly like this with an 86 logo, well, this will be the stopgap. It actually looks quite nice considering what it is. It's a little bit bulkier obviously, but yeah, it'll do for now. Thanks guys, that's your TRD fuel cap. Appreciate it. Okay guys, while we're here doing the gas cap, I just thought I'd mention yesterday I actually attempted to and successfully removed, if you look at some of the older videos I did when I washed the car, there was a rectangular tab where an adhesive pad had been for the license plates, which when it comes factory. And it was really bugging me. These other scratches obviously from the license plates, and it's actually damaged paint, so that's either going to have to be polished out, completely resprayed. We also need to debadge this. I'll do this soon, I guess. But yeah, what I tried was a tiny little bit of W40, spray it onto a rag, agitate just a little bit, dab it on, just let it sit for about a minute, and then slowly just rub it off a little bit forcefully, and keep changing the towel, keep it going so that it's not residue just rubbing into it. Eventually you'll get it completely off, and then I use that finishing polish that I showed you earlier, hopefully in the video, yeah, just to completely clean it off, and I successfully removed the entire lot of it there. It worked really well. I'm happy about that. Obviously the whole thing again has to be resprayed regardless, but yeah, if you're looking to get rid of that stuff, I found it a very good technique. So yeah, and just make sure any residue that was left is completely removed too. But yeah, this WD-40 is quite handy. Alright guys, cheers. Okay, just while warming up too, polished a couple more bolts while I was at it. This earth bolt here, this one down here, and this one here. Again, I've got a couple to replace some of these other ones, so I'm not going to bother about those, but these ones here just came out really nice too. So it's all slowly coming together. Alright, thanks, cheers.